the shape of the channel, one of the baths. Good morning everyone. It's 45 minutes before sunrise and I'm rushing off to try and find somewhere to do an early morning shoot. Kind of thinking I might head up towards Banyets or the Bassa de la Reina, but I'm not sure until I get a bit further up. There's a little bit of cloud in the sky, not a lot. Not sure if it's going to last until sunrise, and unfortunately it does seem that most of it is sitting right where the sun's going to come up, so that might affect the quality of images this morning, but we'll have to see when we get there. I'm just going to say, if you're new to this channel and you enjoy this video, which I hope you do, then please consider hitting subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. Okay, so I've got a composition set up with the tripod low down on these rocks. What I'm trying to get is the sort of shape of the channel, one of the baths running in from the bottom left hand side of the frame. There's a little archway, a little wedged cutout in there, which is over on the left hand side. Then that runs out diagonally across the frame to the right, and then there's another bit of rock that comes in, which I've got just breaking the horizon, and that goes across to the right, and then we've got the horizon and where the sun is going to be coming up in about 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going to take a couple of shots here, and then I'm going to change my vantage point. I'm going to actually come up a bit higher, because I think it might work better if I can get a bit more sea in just the other side of this bit of rock that I've got. But at the moment I'm going to shoot 2 exposures. I've got the ISO down to the low 1 setting, f14 just to keep my exposure time up, about 21mm, 20 seconds, with a 3-stop and a 2-stop hard edged ND grad in, because that sky is so much brighter than the foreground. So I'm going to grab those shots now, and if they work I'll show them to you, and then I'm going to change my composition a bit. Well, I should say I'm focus stacking this, one focused right on the foreground and one focused pretty much on infinity. Okay, so I've changed my composition just a little bit, lifted the tripod up 1.5 feet, half a metre, something like that, just to get a little bit more seeing over in the distance. I've taken my aperture to f16, not because I need the depth of field, because I'm still focus stacking actually, but basically just to keep my exposure time. ISO at the low 1 setting and 15 seconds, and once again focus stacking. Okay, so we are officially just after sunrise now. I think about 2 minutes after official sunrise, but there is a band of cloud just out there on the horizon which is blocking the sun. There's not a lot of other cloud in the sky, to be honest. There's a cloud up this way which doesn't really help me, because I don't think there's much of a composition that way, and there's just a thin band of cloud over here. So I'm not including much sky in this scene because there's no point. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if the sun pokes its head up over that cloud. If I can get a sun star in there maybe. It's worth it. It's not a fantastic morning for photography because the sea's pretty sort of dull and flat, and the sky isn't all that inspiring either. Like I say, the best bit of the sky is over here, but I just don't really like the composition over that way. Although there is a possible over there that I might shoot in a minute if it hangs around for a while. The sun's coming through over there now, so I'm going to take a quick shot, and then I'm really going to have to try and do something with this cloud. Okay, so I've just quickly tried a shot, but I'm not really sure it's worked. Basically, I've got the camera down here on this little ledge. I've got this little arch in the foreground, and then the clouds up in the sky and the sun bursting through. I shot it f16, ISO on the low 1 setting. So I shot it at 2.5 seconds, f16, ISO on the low 1 setting, at 16 millimeters. And what I'm hoping, if it works, is I'll have the arch kind of lit up, the rocks, a bit of sea beyond maybe, the clouds, and then a sun star. It might work, but I'm not sure if I've got too much lens flare from that sun because it was hitting the filters. But it's worth a try. Okay, that's it. The sun is well up now. We're about 15 minutes after sunrise, and although there's some nice light on other parts of the scene, there's nothing that I really want to shoot. I came out here this morning to do a sunrise, kind of looking out to sea, and that's what I've done. Hopefully I've got at least one image, maybe two, we'll have to see. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's probably a fairly short one. If you have enjoyed it, please consider giving it a like or a share, and of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget about that subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you. Comments down below, please. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. So thank you very much, and until the next one, bye.